Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Armored Warfare replay brought to you by your old buddy, Don't Fear the Reaper. Today, we're bringing you part 3 of our 3-part series reviewing the M1134 ATGM, also known as the Striker Tow Carrier. In part 1, just in review, we went over the stats in the garage. And we did a maximum stress test where we took 2 strikers out in just a random pub match. Then in the second game, in the second part of the review, we did something a little more reasonable where Major Payne went out in a Challenger 1 and I supported him in a striker. And in the third replay, we reverse it. Major Payne is going to take out the striker, and I am going to take out the Challenger 1. And we'll see if the results remain consistent with what they were in our replay in part 2. So without further ado, let's go ahead and fire up Mr. Replay. And we'll get this show on the road. Now, this is on Operation Cavalry, which is in general a good map for missile tanks. Got a lot of ridges and sand dunes to play ridge lines with, and long fields of fire, which what you really need for a missile tank. So, got Major in his striker, and I'm over in the Challenger 1 Wolf. And we get ready to get things started here on the Cavalry map. Major is going to play it much in the same way as I played it. Long-range sniper. He starts blazing away, takes a piece out of a VFM Mark V. I roll out in front of him. Since I'm in a main battle tank, my job is to kind of run up the ridge line and make my way up to that that plateau up at the end of the ridge, which we refer to as the Golan Heights in my little group. So Major's gotten himself 2 kills, which is good. Again, you can see he's kind of behind the main battle line, although he's a little farther forward than I was. So he may get a little bit more spotting damage than I did in my game.
Intel was right. That's got to be one of the
He's spotted those 2 tanks that come out of that valley down there along the J line. Make short work out of those guys. Just to kind of take a quick check of where we are. Major is actually leading the pack on damage done, so he's doing quite well. Now this is, granted, not super exciting gameplay. Sit and watch a support tank behind the main battle line blasting guys with missiles, but you want to be successful, you want to make the maximum amount of credits and reputation out of this vehicle. That may be what you wind up doing.
Careful in there. It's a Lions of Neckwheel town, so proceed with extreme caution. There's no telling what.
So the main tank line is worked its way up to the plateau.
Incoming.
That BMP-3M was in a little spot of trouble, but he's worked his way out of it. Artillery has taken an interest in Major in his striker, although not as much interest as the artillery took in me when I was playing the Striker in Part 2. He hasn't been hit as many times, but he's been hit for almost as much damage. I think I took 400 or 500 points of damage in my game, and he's already taken 350 from 2 hits from that Paladin. Moving up, trying to get a shot on that Challenger, and he does. Takes a nice big bite out of him. Abrams pops up, aiming. His missiles away, and again, nice 750 points of damage. Let's see where we are. Major's kind of pulling ahead of the pack on damage done, and he's staying right up with the battle tanks on the number of kills. He's got 6, and I have 6. Artillery pops up. Well, unfortunately, his missile was on its way. But the battle tanks take care of the artillery. Major has now pulled ahead on number of kills. Plenty of targets for him to shoot at on this particular map. And considering that his missiles pack quite a punch, they do 700-800 points of damage per, with really good penetration, and they're fast missiles. He's having a really good game. We both are on this map. Pops an M1A2 for 750 points. And you can see he's getting spots. He spotted both that Stingray and that XM1. So that's good stuff. Again, taking a quick look. He's really pulled out ahead on damage done. He's like twice. So, the end of the battle, Major had actually blue starred this game. And I came in third behind the BMP3M, who also had quite a good game. So this pretty much confirmed what we had suspected when we first started this project, that the Striker, it's not for everybody, but if you like playing a support tank, and you're willing to be careful about your map selection, and especially if you have at least one battle buddy to make sure that you don't wind up in a really horrific matchmaking, the Striker is not the worst thing that you could buy out of the shop. And last night, we met with Spec Ops 12, the Armored Warfare Academy, and I asked him his opinion on the M1134 for player versus player. And again, he confirmed our suspicions that he did not recommend that tank for player versus player. So, again, in summation, a very qualified thumbs up on this vehicle. But if it meets your style of play, it is a good moneymaker. So I hope that this series of videos has given you the information that you need to decide on whether you want to add the M1134 to your garage or not. So we enjoyed making these videos, and we hope you enjoyed watching them. And until next time, happy tanking.